रिवाइज कीजिए 11.2.4 इम्बिबिशन को क्या इम्बिबिशन एक स्पेशल टाइप का डिफ्यूजन है? बताइए इम्बिबिशन क्या है? उस स्पेशल टाइप का डिफ्यूजन का नाम बताइए जिसमें सॉलिड कोलॉइड्स के द्वारा वाटर को एब्जॉर्ब्ड किया जाता है जिससे कि सॉलिड कोलॉइड्स का वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज कर जाता है। इम्बिबिशन का क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल बताइए। क्या एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर बाय सीड्स एंड ड्राई वुड इम्बिबिशन का एग्जाम्पल है? क्या जो प्रेशर that is produced by the swelling of the wood had been used by prehistoric man to split rocks and boulders? If it were not for the pressure due to imbibition, seedlings would not have been able to emerge out of the soil into the open. They probably would not have been able to establish imbibition is also diffusion, since water movement is along a concentration gradient. The seeds and other such materials have almost no water, hence they absorb water easily. In addition, for any substance to imbibe in a liquid, dash between the adsorbent and the liquid is also a prerequisite. रिवाइज कीजिए 11.3 long distance ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ वाटर को at some earlier stage you might have carried out an experiment where you had placed a twig bearing white flowers in colored water and had watched it turn color. On examining the cut end of the twig after a few hours, you had noted the reason through which the colored water moved. That experiment very easily demonstrates that the path of water movement is through the vascular bundles. More specifically, the dash dash. वाटर मूवमेंट का पाथ बताइए। जी हाँ, वाटर मूवमेंट का पाथ वेस्कुलर बंडल होता है, मोर स्पेसिफिकली जाइलम होता है। Now we have to go further and try and understand the mechanism of movement of water and other substances of a plant. Long distance transport of substances within a plant cannot be by diffusion alone. डिफ्यूजन बताइए क्या एक स्लो प्रोसेस है? Diffusion can account for only short distance movement of molecules. Are you agree with this line of NCRT? For example, the movement of molecule across a typical plant cell about 50 micrometer takes approximately dash dash second. At this rate, you can calculate how many years it would take for the movement of molecules over a distance of 1 meter within a plant by diffusion alone. In large and complex organisms, often substances have to be moved to long distances. Sometimes the sites of production or absorption and a site of storage are too far from each other. Diffusion or active transport would not suffice. A special long distance transport system become necessary so as to move substances across long distances and at a much faster rate. Water or minerals or food generally किस सिस्टम में मूव करते हैं? जी हाँ, water and minerals and food are generally moved by a mass or bulk flow system. क्या mass flow मूवमेंट है ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस? जी हाँ, क्या मास फ्लो सब्सटेंसेस का मूवमेंट है इन बल्क और इन मास फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू another as a result of pressure differences between the 2 points? क्या ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है ऑफ मास फ्लो डेट substances whether in solution or in suspension are swept along at the same pace as in a flowing river? This is unlike diffusion, where different substances move independently depending on their concentration gradient. बल्क फ्लो को कैसे अचीव किया जा सकता है? ट्रांसलोकेशन किसको कहा जाता है? The bulk movement of substances through the conducting or vascular tissues of plant को क्या कहा जाता है? Do you remember studying cross section of roots, stems and leaves of higher plants and studying the vascular system? हायर प्लांट्स के पास हाईली स्पेशलाइज्ड वेस्कुलर टिश्यूज होते हैं। नाम बताइए इनका। जाइलम किसकी ट्रांसलोकेशन से एसोसिएटेड होता है? मेनली वाटर, मिनरल साल्ट्स, सम ऑर्गेनिक नाइट्रोजन, जी हाँ, सम ऑर्गेनिक नाइट्रोजन और हार्मोन्स फ्रॉम रूट टू द एरियल पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट में ट्रांसलोकेशन से कौन एसोसिएटेड होता है? कौन ट्रांसलोकेट्स करता है ए वैरायटी ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक एंड इनऑर्गेनिक सॉलिड्स mainly from the leaves of other parts of the plants?